All right, it's time to put the smack down. All right, I got a few responses to my video on where I was talking about how when my daughter was late for school, when she didn't get up on time, I drove her to school. I had her go in front of her class and tell the class that she was late, why she was late, that it was her fault, and apologize to them for wasting their time. Now, this is primo, top of the line, 100% excellent parenting. Okay, but I got some negative responses to this, so I'm here to kick your ass to be the parent that you didn't have because you don't understand how real life works and you don't understand taking personal responsibility, right? So yeah, so if you've tried to call me out on this, and I know it's not everyone, but there's enough people that I'm like, whoa, hold on. I failed as Bulldog Mindset to teach you something because you don't get this concept yet, right? Because if you're on board with Bulldog Mindset, you're on board with Stoic philosophy, with improving yourself, with becoming the best version of yourself, and you don't understand why I took my daughter to school, then you're about to get schooled. Okay, let me break it down for you here. So first of all, here's the thing you have to understand in life, is that whether it's something you want to do or not, and it's not always something you want to do, there are authorities in your life, there are rules that you do have to follow or you will suffer the consequences, or you can always make a choice. Again, I'm a big believer in the book, How I Found Freedom in an Unfree World. If you haven't read that book by Harry Brown, go get a copy of that book. There you go. Read this book, okay? It's about breaking the rules. It's about not caring about what society says that you're supposed to do. I'm a big believer in that. However, before you can break the rules, you have to learn how to follow the rules. If you can't follow the rules, you don't get to break the rules because you won't know when and you won't know how, and you're just gonna be a rebel, not someone who is using their brain to decide their own consequences for themselves. What I am teaching my daughter how to do, and what you need to learn how to do, is to take responsibility for yourself. Because the way that the world works is that if you do an action, you suffer the consequences of the action. There's cause and effect. And so what I am teaching my daughter is that nobody is going to come and save you. If you are supposed to get up for school at a certain time, and you've been given the resources to do that, and that's your responsibility, then no one's gonna wake you up. No one's gonna tell you, okay? If you don't set the alarm, if something happens, you have to take ownership for that. Whether it's, quote, your fault or whether you have a good excuse, it doesn't matter. It's still your responsibility. And what I am teaching her is that I will follow through and I will make sure that she does accept the consequences for her action, okay? The second thing I'm teaching her is that when you do mess up, you have to own those consequences. You have to take full responsibility, and you don't get to give people excuses. She has to go into that classroom and she has to say, hey, I'm late. This is why. It's because I overslept. I ignored my alarm, and I apologize for wasting your time. Tell me what is wrong with that. Now, this is not cruel and unusual punishment. This is not designed to humiliate her. This is the natural consequences of things. This is accepting the full responsibility. You have to understand the difference between punishment and discipline. Punishment is for someone's bad, okay? It hurts them, it's punitive. Discipline is for their good, it's always for their good. So discipline is very important, and you have to have self-discipline. And the only way that you're gonna learn self-discipline, for most people, is through someone else teaching you discipline, through giving you consequences for your actions, especially when you're young. Some of you guys, you didn't grow up with parents. You didn't grow up with parents who actually parented you, okay? Some of you guys, you're not a good parent to yourself. I always talk about you have to become a good parent to yourself, all right? I'm not trying to say this to knock you, but you need a swift kick in your ass because no one's giving it to you. Because if you're trying to make all these sob stories about, oh, this doesn't work or whatever, no, you don't understand. In my house, there's no yelling. I do not yell at my daughter at all. What I do is give her responsibilities that are hers, and I give her consequences when she does not follow through on those responsibilities. And I follow through 100% of the time on the responsibilities, the consequences that I have set up. And there are going to be situations in your life where you are going to have to respect some set of rules or choose the consequences. And she always has that choice. That's the thing that I teach her more than anything else, is that you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna nag you. I'm not gonna bug you. I'm not gonna get mad at you for the choices that you make in your life because it's your life. It's not my life. You can live it however you want to live it. However, what I am going to do, because I am a guide as your parent, is I am going to create consequences for certain actions in order to help you to make the right choices and to learn the lessons that, hey, in my house, there's going to be rules. In my house, this is how we're going to do things. We are going to get up on time for school, okay? And we are going to go to school, and that's how it's going to be. We're going to go to bed on time, okay? We're going to do 20 minutes of personal self-development reading every night after dinner. When we're in the car and we're driving places, we're going to be listening to audiobooks. That's how we do things in my house. And there's reasons why I do those things. And I can tell you that it will produce good fruit. Now, I'm not responsible, okay? I cannot choose the choices that she makes later in her life. But what I am responsible for as a parent is to create the best environment that I possibly can. A loving environment where she knows that she is loved every day, where she knows that she can come and talk to me about any issue. Even if she's done something wrong, even if she's done something bad, no matter what the issue is, even if she's got a problem with me, and I'm gonna calmly talk to her. I'm not gonna yell at her. I'm not gonna judge her. I'm not gonna make her feel bad about it, but there may be some consequences for things that have happened in her life. That is what my job as a parent is. All right. And if you don't get this, you're not going to succeed in life. Understand that the visceral reaction that you have in your bones to what I am saying and to what I do as a parent when I put this out there, it's because you have the victim mindset. It's because you are lazy. It's because you do not want to believe what I am saying and to recognize the truth of this. And so you want to deny it. Now, if you want to turn your life around, and you want to stop denying it, and you want to start taking responsibility and action, then you got to stop this. You got to stop making excuses for yourself, for anyone else, and realize that it's your life. You have to take 100% responsibility for it. And you're not swaying me in any way. I don't care how many negative comments that anyone leaves on my videos. I know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm going to keep on doing what the fuck I'm doing because I know what it is. You don't know what it is. I know what it is. Let me see your track record of success, okay? Not to say that I don't have a track record of failures as well, but I learned by those failures, and that's how I step up the steps and climb up higher. Now, if you want some help with this, I've said it many, many times, Bulldog Mindset membership, it's where I'm putting my content to help you to grow, to learn these things. If you want a parent who is going to teach you the right ways and discipline you, I don't care how old you are, everybody can use a good parent. I'll help you with that. Bulldog Mindset membership, click link down below. I'll see you tomorrow.